The tables have totally turned this time because now the spotlight is on you and you are in control.
Yes.
So tell us about the different dynamic that experience had versus being on The Bachelor.
It's completely different, and I went into it kind of knowing what to expect because I did it last year, but being in this position, there's so much more pressure, and it's a lot to take in because you're going on date after date after date. You're having conversation after conversation, and I wanted to stay so present with all of these guys and really give them my all in every conversation on every date, but it's a lot. It's not an easy problem to have, but it's a fun one to have, to date 28 people.
So what can you tease us about the lucky guy? Did you know early on? Did you know from night one? Because Kaitlyn and JoJo and Rachel all gave their first impression roses to the guys they're engaged to now.
Well, so I met Kaitlyn, Rachel, and JoJo before I met all the guys, and they told me that, and I was like, oh my God, you guys, no pressure here. I was like, what? No, I mean, all 28 of the guys, fresh out of the limo, and other entrances, they all blew me away, and they kept me laughing and made me smile, and so they all stood out in their own way every night. Well, that night, not every night, but everyone did.
So any fun limo entrances or entrances in general that you can tease for us? We've seen tastes of a few, but anyone that really stuck out to you?
There were some wild ones. I think one of my favorite entrances was one of the guys came out, and as he was walking towards me, a choir started coming out of the limo. And I, at first, was like, oh my God, how are all these people fitting in this limo? There's so many
like a clown car just coming out.
Yeah, I was like, how big is this limo inside? Dang. But I loved that because I love music. I used to be in choir, and so that was something really special.
Nice personal touch there.
Yeah, and then there were funny ones. It's like you saw Blake on the horse during After the Final Rose.
You saw the chicken suit, too.
You saw the chicken suit. Yeah, a lot of different wild things.
There's quite a few athletes in this group. Is that your type, or is that just how the cards just sort of fell this time?
It kind of just felt that way, and I'm not athletic at all. I am the most uncoordinated, clumsy person, and so it's funny that there were athletes there, but yeah, I mean, I don't really have a physical type. If somebody's athletic or not, either's cool with me. So.
Did you feel like there was maybe some extra testosterone in the group because of those guys who were all involved in sports?
Well, luckily we had a good amount of dates that the guys could get their aggression out. So
nice,
they could
little
do that
balance
then.
there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Is that why we see someone in a stretcher in the promo? Any athleticism behind that, or what happened?
Well, you'll have to wait. We had some accidents. Some you can maybe see coming, and some you won't see coming.
Okay. Did you receive any notable advice from past bachelorettes or bachelors? You said that you'd obviously talked to JoJo and Kaitlyn and Rachel.
Yeah. I think the best advice that the three girls gave me was to just listen to your head and your heart and be yourself, because you got to find somebody that's going to love you for you. And then they gave me some other funny advice. They told me to always keep Listerine strips on because you never know when you're going to kiss someone. They said to,
very wise,
lean on Chris Harrison because he's been doing this for a while and he's really seen it all. And so, if you're ever struggling or just need advice, to go to him.
Yeah, and speaking of Chris, he keeps teasing that there are suitors not there for the right reasons. Does this happen all season, or is it one guy in particular that he's talking about?
I mean, you'll see in night one, there are a couple guys who I can tell aren't here for me. They're here for the Bachelorette. And, I mean, for the most part, I think I had a pretty good picker throughout the entire season of, who was truly here to get to know me, to fall in love with me, and who wasn't.